One thing that's never happened in my life, I've never seen an alien spacecraft flying saucer. I think that's because I don't live in a trailer park, but what a wonderful experience that would be. It would scare the hell out of me, but it would be an incredible experience. You're walking down the street and all of a sudden up in the sky you see this white light approaching, and the sky lights up and this gigantic alien spacecraft, this huge flying disc, descends upon the earth. And it touches down before you, and these colored lights in rotation start encircling this incredible extraterrestrial spacecraft. And suddenly, a door opens on this alien ship, and out walks an alien specimen, a beautiful life form, perfectly molded. And the life form walks towards you. And you standing there in your terry cloth bathrobe, so tight that it doesn't close enough and your private parts are just exposed there through the bathrobe, and that little belt, that terry cloth belt on the bathrobe is flapping across your private part. You look like hell. Your hair is uncombed. You've got this facial hair, this beard that is protruding from your face. And those are just the girls. You look horrible, but in front of you is this alien life form, which has somehow figured how to transcend the galaxies. So advanced, and yet so far away. How does this happen? And in a sign of greeting, I extend my hand to give the ceremonial thing that we do here on Earth, the high five. And the alien looks at me, shakes its head no, indicating that they are far more socially advanced than we are. They no longer high five. They telepathically greet each other. And this is transposed unto me like the burning bush. And I say to the alien being in my native American tongue, welcome to our planet. You must have to go to the bathroom. Oh! All right, I didn't say that, but it was a long trip, I assume. I say, welcome to our planet, alien. And the alien telepathically responds to me and says, in so many words, I don't know what I'm doing here. We have traveled galaxies and galaxies, and cosmoses and cosmoses. We are so further advanced than you, and we could take over your planet anytime we wanted, even telepathically. But we don't want your planet. Do you know why we don't want your planet? And I telepathically responded, because it smells? No, that's not why. It's because you people are nuts. That's why. You people here are nuts.
On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Welcome to the Ron Van Dam Show. Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
You're right. We are nuts.
Whatever.
Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Really?
Sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, whatever your liquid libation may be in the morning, and join us as we take a look at the world around us. As much as it's a pleasure to be with you, the pleasure is actually all yours. And now, here's your host, Ron Van Dam.
Thank you very much, Julie. Welcome to the program. How are you today? Good to be with you, man. Wow, you're looking really nice. Wow. You know, I got to tell you something. We are nuts. We are absolutely nuts. I mean, we live here, you know, we live on the planet and we hear all this crap every single day. From other countries, from our country, from our relatives, from our quote unquote friends, from our neighbors. We're nuts. We are absolutely nuts. Everything we do is strange and dysfunctional. Every single one of us. We are nuts. We walk around here on this beautiful planet like we're nuts. We have no appreciation for this planet. The aliens get it. We don't. We take it for granted. We drill into it. We destroy it. We pollute it. We crap on it. We throw garbage on it. We're nuts. We are so stupid. Now, not all of us are. I'm not. And I know you're not. But everybody else is stupid. And even saying that is how stupid we really are. That's what people running for office do. Everybody's stupid but us. Except for Trump. No, he thinks everybody's stupid except for him. And he'll tell you that because you're supposed to look up to somebody who's smarter than you are, and he's supposedly smarter than you are. And then he never thinks of one thing, that we might be really smarter than him, and that he's the asshole. Wow. Who figured that out? Anyway, we're nuts. We're nuts. We let things happen and we just sit back and we go, well, what am I going to do? We're crazy. We just watch crap fall in front of our faces and we just sit there. Now, you don't get violent about it, but you do say, no, this is stupid. We've lost our dignity. We've lost our dignity. We really have. That's why the aliens don't take over the planet. It's too much to fix. It's like buying a house that's in total disrepair. You have to change the foundation, and it's just a pain in the ass. I'm not buying that house. Well, they're not buying this planet. You guys have ruined this place, my God. Look what you've done. Look what you've done to this place. I don't want this place. We'll choose another planet. We'll take over another planet. I don't want your planet. It's littered with people. What are these people doing here? They're all over the place. I know. I walk amongst them as well. I know. I used to be scared of zombies, you know, and walking amongst the dead, the living dead. Now I'm kind of more concerned about walking amongst the living before they're dead. I can't figure this out at all. And this Bible thing, I mean, nobody's following it anymore. They read it day and night. It's in hotel rooms. Actually, it's not anymore. I've been to hotel rooms many times. There's no Bible anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's because most of us can't read. I really have no idea. Maybe the Bible should just be an app. But we don't follow it. We read it. It's interesting. But we don't follow it. We follow it when we're inside a church. Then when we leave the church, Bible, what Bible are you talking about? Church? What church? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just don't know what the hell's going on anymore. I really don't. I mean, I thought religion was created to keep people in line for a God-fearing reason. Well, apparently that's not working anymore. People are out of control. You people are out of control. You really are. The aliens told me. And I'm not talking about the aliens from Mexico. I'm talking about the aliens from other galaxies. Build a wall against that, why don't you? Anyway, you people are nuts. Yeah, that's right. That's what the alien told me, or would tell me if I met one. I'm quite certain. I was so sad yesterday. Oh, you should have seen me. You should have seen me. I was so sad. Every once in a while, I open my eyes to everything. That's why I don't sleep well. That's why I do this radio show, is my eyes are way too open. Yesterday, they were wide open as I'm driving down the road, and I'm looking at the side of the road, and I see garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Most of the garbage is either from McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts. Those two places, I'm telling you, they're garbage creators. Whoever has McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts, you people don't know where trash cans are, apparently. You think you can just throw this stuff on the side of the road because you don't live there. Who cares? Like that's the Wild West, the roadside curb. It's all McDonald's crap, and it's all Dunkin' Donuts styrofoam, and it's plastic water bottles, and it's beer cans and Coke cans. And most of that is what the garbage is. People just throwing stuff out the window or just dropping it in place. I would never, and I'm not touting myself as being the most perfect human being in the world, although I could be. My hand would not open wide enough to drop the plastic water bottle out of my hand as a garbage implement. I couldn't do it. It's just so wrong. It's just so disrespectful. It's so awful. And yet the attitude of some of my fellow human beings is just to toss the thing out of the car window and let it just fall on the curb. That's what some of my fellow human beings do, and they don't care. And that's one of the reasons that I'm so sad about our civilization. Now, there are many countries that are even filthier. Let's take India. Apparently, they have no garbage cans in India. All they have is a street. But in other countries, some European countries, for example, they're crystal clean. Those citizens love where they live. They wouldn't think twice in just throwing garbage on the ground. But in this country, in the United States, there's a lot of dirty people. Awful. Throwing cigarette butts on the ground and walking away, flicking the butt away. No, when you're finished with that cigarette butt, you carry it home and you dispose of it properly. You never throw anything on the ground of garbage quality. There's a proper place for it. So don't tell me you love this planet, or you love the earth, or you love where you live if you throw garbage on the ground. A lot of kids do it. A lot of kids don't get it. Because they're kids? You're not kids. You're human beings. You're part of this. And if you throw garbage on the ground, here's what should happen. Throw them in jail? No, that's extreme. Shoot them? Yeah, probably. No, what should happen is if you're caught littering, and I hope more people are, you're immediately assigned to doing public community service. You're put on a correctional facility bus. You're not jailed. They'll pick you up in the morning on a designated day, and you wear an orange jumpsuit so we can see you, and you're going to work on the side of the highways or on the side of a major street, and you're going to have one of those garbage pickup sticks with a nail at the end so you can pick up garbage, and you're going to put it into plastic bags, and you're going to do this all day. You have been sentenced to picking up public garbage off the streets. The very thing that you did, you shall correct for an entire day. Doesn't have to be a week, doesn't have to be a month. One day you'll do it. And I guarantee you, when that day is over, you'll say to yourself, I'm never littering again, ever. That should be the punishment. One day. You can't go to work. You can't stay home. You are arrested for one day under the guidelines of the correctional facility, and you pick up garbage all day. The garbage that you theoretically created yourself. That will be the teachable moment. Would it work? You bet your ass it would. You bet your ass it would.
The internet has literally millions upon millions of sites offering entertainment, information, and insights. And yet you ended up here. Oh, that's gotta sting just a little bit, huh? Well, make the most of it. It's the Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Yeah, welcome to the circus that we call life. It is a circus, isn't it? We're surrounded by the big top. We live under a canvas tent. People staring at us as we perform our little acts through our entire lives. Some of us are agile performers. Most of us are the clowns that come running out, acting like assholes, squirting water into each other's face with seltzer bottles, falling down with our gigantic clown shoes, tons of makeup flowing off our face as people laugh at us as we go through our lives, pathetically trying to make people laugh at our giant bow ties or Botox, whatever. Yes, life is a circus, ladies and gentlemen. Are you sitting in the stands, or are you one of the clowns? Unfortunately, those of us that are sitting in the stands, eating our cotton candy, spend our whole lives watching the clowns. And that, too, is pathetic. Well, my guest coming up a little bit later, not so far from now, is a fine gentleman. There's a, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. My mind just wandered somewhere. I don't know where it went. I need to put my mind on a leash. Come back here, mind. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going, mind? Come back here. There's a biotech convention taking place in Boston. Our show emanates out of the Boston area. We have a lot of Boston area listeners. So we're going to speak to one of the proponents of this biotech convention, which you can actually go to if you wish. It's a convention, man, you know. And it's the latest stuff in the biotech industry. Do you think I know what the biotech industry is? I do not. I have an idea, but if I were to expound upon it, I could be totally wrong, and that would be embarrassing for not only me, but you, because you're listening to me. So I don't profess to know these things. However, that is taking place. And if you're into it, then go to it. And if you're not, don't. But it's still interesting to find out about it. Because one of the good things about our society, and even this we do wrong, but one of the good things is that we advance ourselves in order to help ourselves have better lives, you know, so that we can live longer, be healthier. You know, that's a good thing. Although, in a way, everything that we create that seems to be good is also can also be utilized in a negative way. So we are an odd race of people. Let's speak to our guest, and we'll do so in just a second. I just want to remind you of something.
The Ron Van Dam Show is intended for mature audiences.
Oh, so that's what ironic means.
Yes, honey. Yes, it does.
Jim Greenwood joins us now. He's president and CEO of the Biotechnology Innovation Organization. That's a mouthful. I'm impressed just by the title. So we'll start there. Okay. There's a convention coming up. It's the Bio International Convention, and it's beginning of next month in Boston, actually, which is from where we emanate. And that's exciting. Is this an annual event?
Yes, actually, it's our 25th annual international convention. We started with maybe 1,500 people 25 years ago. We hope to have as many as 16, 17, 18,000 people this year in Boston.
Whoa. Boston.
74 countries, yeah.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, because this particular category is, like, crucial throughout the world, isn't it?
Yeah, well, biotechnology is about understanding life at a very profound level, understanding it at the cellular level, the genetic level, and the molecular level, and then using that information and that knowledge to find treatments and cures for diseases, to make farmers more productive, and to make fuels and materials that are more sustainable.
And interestingly enough, it's being held in Boston. Boston is world-renowned for being a leader in biotechnology and also housing many of the great companies that do so.
Yeah, Boston has long been the biotech center of the universe. Great universities that have done great academic research that have then spun out into little companies that have grown to be big companies. And now companies from around the world are moving their headquarters and their operations to the Boston area and the Cambridge area because there's so much talent there.
Right. Give me an example of some of the ideas and displays that will be taking place at this year's gathering. What incredible things of the future are we even looking at here?
Well, we're going to talk about a lot of science. We're going to have a lot of business meetings. 45,000 one-on-one business meetings will occur. But the science is really galloping right now. We're finding ways to turn the human immune system against cancer. We're doing things like gene therapy, where you can take a person who is practically blind and give them back their sight. We're on the hunt to find treatments and cures for diseases like Alzheimer's and ALS and Parkinson's. So it's an exciting time to be into this field.
I joke about this, but it's kind of true. I say that maybe someday on my tombstone it will read, "Here lies Ron," and they came up with a cure the next day.
Well, it does take time,
Yeah.
and none of us will be around for the distant future wherein I think we actually will defeat virtually every disease. But we're making a lot of progress, and there's certainly a lot of people alive today who would not be alive without these new medicines, and there will be people who are alive 25 and 50 years from now, our children and theirs, and having escaped diseases that killed millions.
Yeah. Well, timing is everything, isn't it? Anyway.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So, what about in these meetings, in these conferences, behind closed doors or even open? Are there concerns about social life itself and the possibilities of the effects of having people live much longer, or genetically creating life? I mean, that kind of thing. Does that come into play at all?
Well, there are ethical issues that have always arrived with all technologies, and certainly with biotechnology. Our ability to do gene editing, which is really kind of the latest thing, is spectacular, because we think we'll be able to. That'll be a huge tool in actually perhaps being able to cure people of HIV/AIDS, for instance,
right,
instead of just treating it as a chronic disease. But it always brings issues like, would you the old designer baby issue? Would you edit the genes of germ cells that would give birth to babies with different qualities? And we think that's not a good idea. We think if it's about defeating disease, that's one thing, but the whole idea of sort of designer babies is kind of mythological.
Good. I mean, we were making sheep at one point, weren't we?
Well, cloning sheep, yes, and
well,
we've always thought that there is a place for cloning, but certainly not for cloning humans.
Yeah.
We don't think. I've long thought. I used to be a social worker with abused, neglected children. That every child has the right to be the unique product of two parents, not somebody taking their cheek cell and dividing it.
Yeah, I've always thought, though, that there should be intelligence tests that you have to pass before you can conceive a child. But I guess in today's society you can't do that. But I always thought that...
Well, you can go there. I'm not going there.
I thought that might solve a lot of problems, but apparently not. Okay. So this convention, can anybody go, or we're just being made aware of the fact that this is occurring?
No, anybody can go. There's a registration fee, of course.
Right.
There's quite a lot to see. We have an exhibit hall where we'll have pavilions from all over the world, with countries saying, come set up your biotech company here, or set it up here, or in this state or that state. As I said, we'll have these one-on-one partnering meetings where companies come together and talk about licensing their patents to one another and so forth. And then we'll have great speakers like I'm going to interview Robin Roberts from ABC News, and also Rob Reiner, the director who made a movie about his addicted son. And so if people want to learn more about it, they can go to the website, which is convention.bio.org.
Convention.bio.org. Fascinating stuff. Good speaking to you, and that's where we go to get more information. Thanks again.
By all means.
Pleasure.
All right, thanks for your interest.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
take care, Jim. Bye-bye. Interesting stuff, I must say. Well, there you go, Biotech This. I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new show. I hope you join me at any time that you're available tomorrow, because I'm always here. Have you noticed that? I'm everywhere. I'm that little piece of dirt that's under the cushion in your couch. I'm everywhere. SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Amazon Alexa, Podbean Network. Oh, there's others. I'm just getting tired of saying it. Okay, bye. I wish you peace.